Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Pittsburgh's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Running to Green. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Florida's offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown, and this offense is back.
There he goes! The 20! Touchdown, Gator! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll try the right side. Plows through the defense. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Reese, never a doubt. Kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All up.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 2nd down coming up. takes to the air. Makes the grab. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took a shot. He is in a groove.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rushes on him. Working that left side now. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting back there.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Lee to throw. Good timing on the quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quick handoff.
When I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Smashes through the tackle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Got his man quickly. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. The Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. The snap sets up the throw. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Quarterback keeps it. Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, and they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line, 4th and goal. I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early in this.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Gator! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick 6s? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick 6, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He's in open space downfield. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just... at late. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Turner.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Under fire. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Gonna look downfield again. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense... in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The throw finds the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Lee takes to the air. Completes it in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Miller. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Little touch pass to the receiver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Tanner.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
To the air on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the right. Found the spot in the defense. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Absolutely perfect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Gator! And the route is on.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Turner. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. He stopped short. Fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver going in motion. Lead a throw. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's first. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. And the Gators will try to pick it up on fourth down. This is a design run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it, looking for a first. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Panthers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creates a little space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Big fullback's got it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. To the end zone and is picked off. He goes down after the short return, but 1-8. get the football back. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the shotgun, the inside give. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 30. Running to the left. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. This is what you're looking for when you have the